actually pretty comfortable.
It's pretty comfortable.
Okay, I don't think this is as comfortable. It's actually quite comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Today we're doing something so fun. We are going to two of my favorite home decor places. One I mainly get inspo at and don't buy much at, and the other one I have bought a lot in the past. We are doing a Restoration Hardware and IKEA face-off. I'm gonna go to Restoration Hardware first. We're gonna look at things that we like, and then we're gonna try to find dupes for it at IKEA, which obviously is no easy feat, so I definitely need to do some research beforehand. I also know that Restoration Hardware stores are far and few between in Canada, so I'm really lucky that I don't live too far from one. The flagship store is actually at Yorkdale Mall here in Toronto, so let's just go. For each dupe, we're going to be switching between both shopping trips just so you guys can get a pretty good comparison, and then we're going to be doing the price breakdown after. So let's just go to the first item, the Farloff Sofa. So guys, I'm pretty sure there's a dupe for this at IKEA, so I'm gonna take a look. I've talked about it before. It has the sloped arm here. Super, super pretty. And this one's made out of Belgian linen. Let's see if there's a tag. Okay, so that's like 7 grand. This one comes in a lot of sizes, I'm pretty sure, but I believe this one is called the Belgian Classic Slope Arm Sofa. Really, really pretty. So this is the similar one to the Belgian linen one that we saw at Restoration earlier. This one's in the gray color, but they also have it in the light color, so I'm gonna see if they have it. I've shown this before. This is the Farloff little sofa chair, accent chair, and all that. It has the same slope as the Restoration Hardware one. It's definitely oversized like the Restoration one, and also comes in a bunch of different colors. Should we sit in it? Okay, I don't think this is as comfortable, but for the price, you're getting it for a fraction of the cost, and definitely is wide. Like, I think Dylan and I can share. Do you want to sit in it? I mean, it's a little tight, but two people can sit in it. Definitely. Another look at the sloped arm sofa. Like I said, I think this is actually pretty comfortable. This one, it comes in the black velvet, which is really similar. They had a black velvet sofa also at Restoration. Oh, and this is the matching chair. So I know everything's looking a little tired here because the showroom's like kind of a mess, but it's pretty nice though, like comfortable. But before I get into the price breakdown, I want to talk a little bit about Restoration Hardware's membership fee because it's very useful to know. The fee is $175 a year. So if you buy enough items that totals up to over $175 in savings or more, it's definitely worth it to get the membership. They also have a free shipping for a year fee, which is $299. But if you're going to be buying a huge item like a super large cloud sofa, or you're going to be furnishing your entire bedroom, it may be worth looking into the membership. So anyway, let's compare the sofas. So for the Belgian sloped arm sofa from RH, it will cost you $4,295 just as a regular shopper. And then if you decide to go with the IKEA version, it will cost you $1,049. So definitely a huge savings there. If you decide to go with the chair, it will cost you $3,395 just as a regular shopper versus the IKEA Farloff chair will cost you $499. I definitely think this is one of the more accurate dupes from IKEA, so I definitely can recommend it. Sat on it, pretty comfy, but let's move on to the next item. Pretty sure this is the Como modular sofa. It is leather and it is very, very boxy. I think it's so nice, but obviously a lot more expensive. This one comes in fabric, also comes in leather like the one here. It's very deep, it's nice. Like you can definitely fit so many people, like even if you only have 2 sections, it's like a 4-seater sofa. This is the same sofa we saw downstairs, except this one's in like a suede. And the depth is a little shorter. So that's one thing about RH you can definitely customize, but it comes at a price. I don't know how I would keep this clean. It's really pretty though. This is, I think, a pretty decent dupe because it has the reverse stitching, except this one is far less expensive, and you can also buy it modular as well, like with the shades. Yep, another option. This is the Kevik Sofa. Comes in blue as well, which is really nice. Okay, let's test it out. Actually pretty comfortable. The Kevik Sofa. It's pretty comfy.
Oh, not bad.
I mean, we had a friend who had this sofa, so I knew it was going to be decent, but I actually like the blue. I think this is actually really nice. The RH Como sofa is modular, which means you can pick different pieces. So I'm going to kind of base it off of a similar size to the IKEA one. Each piece will cost you $2,995 as a regular member, making the sofa just shy of $6,000 total. versus the Kevik Sofa is $599. So definitely tons of savings. You're literally saving over $5 grand just by doing the Kevik Sofa. Obviously it's not the same, you don't get as many fabric choices, but let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, there's a chair that's very similar to this sofa at IKEA, and there's also a singular chair that's like this sofa. I think it's really pretty. It's definitely more on the traditional end, but this one's obviously super well made. Beautiful. Like this again. I'll show you guys. This one definitely doesn't look as good in person as the photos do, but this is the stock stunned sofa. Very similar, not as deep, that's for sure, but $900, so far more affordable. And there's a matching ottoman, which I'm assuming you can like kind of push up there and make it more like a chaise or something like that. Okay. Pretty comfortable. It's actually quite comfortable. Far deeper than I thought. Like definitely if I was sitting all the way back, my feet don't touch the ground. Comes in all these colors. So you can get it in the blue, this like twill, this color. You can even get in the checkered. It's not so bad. And the fact that there's like a storage ottoman that goes with it, I feel like is a really good bonus. So if this is the kind of look you like, not bad.
If you're very short.
So if you're going to do the RH Classic Roll Armchair, it will cost you $31.46 as a member versus the stock sun chair from IKEA, which is only $5.99. We decided to go for the RH Roll Arm Daybed, which is a similar size to the IKEA sofa. It will cost you $7,795 versus the stock sun sofa, which is $849. I actually think this is a pretty decent dupe, and it was very affordable. The RH one was really well made, and I think it's a classic piece, so if this is something you do want to invest in, I also think it's kind of worth it going the RH route. One thing I know is restoration that is really easily dupeable and could look amazing is their oversized bookcases. They tend to do really large bookcases, and I feel like you can get a similar look with something like this, even like the IKEA hacks you see on Pinterest. There's also ones with like the glass doors I think can look really, really nice. And if you have a lot of them in a row, it can look a lot like that. Right, so I couldn't find this in the showroom, but I saw a restoration hardware table that was a little bit similar to this. This one's obviously a lot smaller. It's called the Fialbo, I think. But if you got two of these and made them one large square, that still would cost you less than 200 bucks and far less than the restoration one, and I think could make a really big statement. Another way to get the restoration look is by doing large flower displays. So even if you do faux, these are faux. So like this would really give you like that grand RH moment. I love white orchids. If you could do them real, they'll even look better. Okay guys, I swore we saw these exact same type of faux orchids at restoration. If you bought a bunch of these and did the faux moss and did a really large planter, you can definitely get a similar look. They're $17.99 each, and you probably would need like 5 of them, but you can get a really outstanding like centerpiece or something like that. Guys, this one literally floored me because I just kind of assumed that they picked up the orchids from IKEA for the RH showroom. They actually sell faux orchids, and guess how much they are each? They are $475 right now on sale, and originally $595 just for one faux orchid. And the IKEA ones are $17.99. And honestly guys, I touched both and they are literally so identical. They probably have like the same manufacturer. Don't spend your money on these. Definitely go the IKEA route. IKEA is one of the best places to get planters. You guys can see these plant pots are $25, and they have a very similar look to what we saw at restoration with the moss and everything. You could definitely do a little DIY project and do something like this, because I feel like that would save so much money and look amazing. The IKEA plant pots, like you saw, are 25 bucks, and the restoration hardware similar plant pots are $275, guys. If you have an IKEA near you, you seriously can't go wrong. I have to give an honorable mention every single time, because I have to keep pushing this mirror, is the Hovet mirror, and there's actually something in a similar dimension on restoration hardware that is like 10 million times more expensive. So if you want a really well-priced oversized floor mirror, Habit's the way to go. I bet Restoration has something like this for so much more expensive. This one's called the Lin Bin. It's $50, comes in the gold or comes in the silver/white. But these are going to be really, really pretty for a bathroom vanity or like a guest bathroom where you don't need tons of storage with a really, really pretty sink underneath. I can imagine this being spectacular. Finished up with IKEA, got something really fun for Toledo. He's not going to enjoy it, but I will enjoy it on his behalf. But yeah, I think that IKEA, definitely, obviously you're getting what you pay for in comparison to either. I don't think you have to, these are obviously the extreme like high end versus low end. I want to show you guys what I picked up from IKEA really quickly if you guys are interested. So we're gonna head home and let's wrap it up and I'll give you guys like my full verdict. Restoration, IKEA. What's good? Alright guys, we are back home now. I think the main thing that you have to think about for restoration is texture and scale. And don't forget about layers. We noticed that at their stores, everything looks very chunky, very big, very oversized, and that really just plays into their whole like luxe kind of vibe. The thing about Restoration is that everything is very oversized. So if you're looking for that Restoration hardware look, I feel like you need to do things in big, large scale. That's what makes it look so grand and luxe. And then the other thing is playing with texture. So even though everything is very neutral, not everything is the exact same texture. You're often seeing things that are maybe all different shades of like beige or earth tones, but you may see one that's more like a linen, or you may see something that's more like a wool texture. When you're layering your bed and doing all that, think about what textures these things are made of and definitely mix it up. The last thing you want to think of when you're trying to recreate that RH look is adding a lot of different details. So if you notice in all of their rooms, it's not just like, they feel minimal because of the symmetry and just the clean lines and everything. But if you really look at them, they're often layering plants, coffee table books, artwork, mirrors. There's so many different ways to play around and add layers to your room. So if you're looking for that same type of vibe, that's something you may also want to consider. We recently bought a bunch of coffee table books and we did a DIY art piece for our wall, which is very kind of restoration-ish. So I'm gonna definitely have those in the next house update, but there are so many like restoration DIYs you can find on Pinterest as well. Wanted to stop off and show you guys two things I actually picked up that have nothing to do with restoration, but very cute from IKEA. If you guys want good flower vases that are affordable, check out IKEA. I got this one that tapers up at the top. I think this is really pretty. And the other thing you can use this for that similar vibe is you could definitely use it to put like a candle in it as well. Restoration had so many things like that, so you could definitely create that look for less. And then the next thing, this is gonna go into our bedroom, and it's kind of like a joke but also very cute. I bought this little lamp, like a nightlight for Toledo, and why I bought it is because it's so similar to our lamps. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, so there's a little plug as well, but I just want to show you guys what I mean. Oh my god, Dill, look at this. Okay,
did you find a bulb?
Not yet. Basically, do you see our night lights, side lights? Side table lights? I don't know what to call them. Our table lights on each side. I got a little one for Toledo and I'm gonna put it beside his crate right here. I don't know, okay. I didn't really have like a vision for this. Will this start a fire? I hope not. So that way he can have a little lamp that matches our two lamps. There's another house update coming really, really soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. Let me know if you guys have any favorite items at IKEA or restoration you want me to check out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.